What's up, nail friends? Welcome to the video. In today's video I'm going to be doing my own nails. I'm doing a bitten nail transformation. It's actually been a really long time since I went and bit my nails, but I had them off because I use my own hands for content creating. And then I accidentally, I just had one piece. If you're a nail biter, you get it. I had a piece that needed to go and I didn't have nail clippers, so I bit that piece and then it just escalates from there. Ugh, it's the worst. And I went crazy. So I decided to do my nails on film for you guys, show you guys how I fix them and make them look more of a natural look. I did like an almond shape, a short almond shape, and I did some baby boomers for you guys. So if you're interested in that, just keep watching. Okay, so here is my terrible nails. One of my hands is worse than the others, like that finger. It's kind of sore. And yep, oops. So we're going to fix these. I'm going to go ahead and prep. So I'm using a cuticle tool to push the skin back first. So I do that on all the nails. And then I'm going to flip it around and scrape the skin as well, which will help get that cuticle skin that's stuck to the nail. You can see it right there. That's all stuck to the nail. And that'll help it come up so that I can use my e-file bits and get rid of it. So the e-file bits I like to use are from Get Buff Nails. So this one is my favorite one. So I'm just going to go around. I've got a little bit of leftover gel on my nails, so I'm going to also try to file that down. These are like the most gentle bits. They're so gentle. So I'm going to go one way carefully, try to remove the gel and the cuticle skin. And then I do reverse my e-file so that I can go down the other way as well. So I get even, clean cuticle removal around the whole nail. And then I'm switching here. This is also from Get Buff Nails. And I'm just going around trying to get that cuticle up. And you can tell that these bits are really soft and safe because I don't have any rings of fire. So every time I do my nails, I use these bits and I have no rings of fire. So I'm not pressing down too hard or anything. This bit is, again, from Get Buff Nails. And it just helps smooth anything you missed. It gets rid of any like little chunks and smooths that skin out of the way here. See, there's like a piece here that needs to go. I don't want to clip anything, so I'm just going to gently buff that away with this bit. And this doesn't hurt. It actually feels really nice. So it's going to make my cuticle area look nice and smooth and clean. And then we can get ready for application. Because my nails are bitten so short, I'm going to use tips. I like these tips. They're extra long and they're really, they don't have a huge C-curve or anything. So they're really easy to use and they fit really nicely and they glue down really nicely. And I find that they shape into almonds really nice. So I'm going to use these tips. I apply that on all the nails and then I'm cutting these actually quite short, but slightly longer than I want so that I can shape them. So I am using a hand file that's a 240 grit. That's all I'm using in this set because the nails are short. I don't want to take too much product off. So I'm only using 240 grit to file. Normally I would, if you guys have watched me for a while, you'd see that I do usually add a clear base before filing. But I found that these were stuck on really good and using the 240 grit helped me not like break the tip, because nothing's worse than when you apply a tip and then you accidentally break it. So I'm using this to shape kind of like a rounded almond, but really short. Here's what they look like after I tried to blend the tip a bit. I've cleansed everything off and removed as much dust as possible because dust will cause lifting. And then I'm going in with my dehydrator to start. Let that dry and then come in with your primer and just apply that on the nail. You don't need to go over top of your tip unless you do it by accident. And there you go. Just applying my primer. Let that dry a bit and then I'm going to go in and use I'm not using a full white here. This is a semi-opaque white because like I said, I wanted this set to look a little natural. So I am going on the tip and I find just bright whites really, really noticeable and really bright. So I apply that down on the tip. I'm flipping my brush and kind of blending that up. I'll show you guys that again. Apply that down. This has a little bit of shimmer in it. It's really pretty. And I'm just gently pulling that up and then patting this onto that tip. So I'm going to do that on all of these nails before adding my nude color that I choose. So I do end up picking a really nice nude. I'll show you guys that in a minute. The nude I'm using is called Pinkerbell Cover Shimmer. So I decided to apply along the line first. That's usually how I do any kind of ombre nail. And it just helps blend that line before trying to do the cuticle area and blend the line. So you end up using less product, which is the goal in what I was going for here. I didn't want to use too much product. So I'm applying along the line, spreading it along the sides, and then blending down over the white, just feathering down over the white. I don't want to cover the white. I just want to blend. So apply that down, clean my brush, and then I'm going to push the sides and then blend down. Apply that down, wipe my brush off, and then I'm spreading it, and then blend. So I'll get a better blend when I do my cuticle bead, which I'm doing now. You can see I picked up a bead, placing that down a little bit further from the cuticle area, and then I'm using my brush to kind of push it where I want it, pushing it to the sides without overlapping the skin, and then blending that down into the rest of the nail. Try not to touch the skin if possible. You want to make sure you just apply on the nail only. If you apply over the skin, it will lift, and also that's dangerous for allergies, so you don't want to get an allergic reaction to your product. So you want to be as careful and clean when you apply as possible. So apply that down, pushing towards the cuticle area, pushing at the sides, just trying to get coverage here. I'm not using this to create my apex. I will be creating my apex with Claire. So everything has dried, and now I'm going in with my clear bead here, applying that at the cuticle area. These nails are super short, so I don't need to do a bunch of beads for this. I only need a one bead method. Applying at the cuticle area and blending it down, trying to create an apex, trying to get full coverage just so we don't file into our product and ruin our design. So you can see it better on these nails because I was filming my thumb for my Instagram, so it was a little harder to show you what I was doing on my thumb. And then I turn my nail and check the sides to make sure I have an apex. And then when I'm done applying my clear on all the nails, I will go back and apply more clear on whatever nails look like they just didn't have quite enough. For example, this nail didn't have enough of an apex, so I just applied a little bit more, and I did as well on my ring finger. And here is how they look after I've applied on all the nails before filing. So we're going to go and finish file with a hand file. Normally when I'm doing my own nails, I like to finish file by hand completely. I don't really like to use an e-file, just find it hard to use an e-file on myself to finish file. I like hand filing and making sure I get everything refined the way I want. So I am using the 240 still, going around the cuticle area, going around the tip, making sure everything is all clean, and then I'll go over everything to make sure it's smooth and even. I removed any part of filming that was really out of frame. There's nothing really to this because my nails are super short, so there's not much shaping I had to do. But I did have to go around. I like to thin out the sides while keeping the bulk in the center of the nail for my apex and strength. Go underneath and make sure my shape is even on all my nails. When I'm done shaping everything, I do wipe off all the dust, try to cleanse the nail before going in with top coat. The top coat I'm using here is a hollow top coat. I wanted extra sparkle in this set. I love some sparkles, so I'm just applying this on all of the nails. when I'm done my top coat, I'm going to cure it for a full 2 minutes, let that sit for a minute, and then I'm going to apply my cuticle oil and then buff that in and then wash my hands so that there's no oil left for photos and videos. And here is the finished results. So I did include my camera lighting inside and then my iPhone lighting outside, so you can see they look a little bit brighter outside. And I did end up doing both hands. What do you guys think? Let me know down below if you would wear this design, if they look a little bit more natural, if they look better than they did Bitten. I actually really like them and I'm still wearing them right now. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe and click the bell next to it to be notified when I post. And let me know down below what you'd like to see next, what kind of nail trends you want me to try, if there's any products you want me to try or anything like that. Let me know in my comment section below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!